was scared to death because I thought, what the hell is that?
It doesn't look like an earthly sort of creature. The legs are bent in weird directions, and there's this long neck right there.
Dude, there's something there.
What?
Be it anonymous apparitions in remote locations, or sinister intruders lurking in forsaken domains, the life beyond our usual experience keeps reminding us they're there. Get ready to witness such unsettling encounters that if not caught on camera, no one would have believed. This grainy video is more than enough to keep you awake all night. Wait until you see something humanoid but hairless coming out of a dark room. Could it be an alien, a skinwalker, or perhaps even a full-fledged ghost? And seriously, what's with the weird crawling? But before we get into that, why was it chilling in the basement in the first place? The homeowner, spooked by the footage, sprang into action to catch the intruder red-handed, but failed. Yet, like clockwork, every single night, their cameras kept rolling, capturing the unexplained visitor in action. Possessed man. A few years back, a family reported some of their things found broken in the basement. Finding no signs of robbery, they decided to put up a camera there, and what it showed could not be believed. A man-like figure lay in the bed relaxing, as if talking to his best buddies. And then suddenly moving towards the side table, throwing away the things. What was this creature after all? A possessed man? A spirit? Or an evil monster planning to destroy everything down there in the room? It was said that the police kept the place under observation, but the creature would come every other day, break some things, and then vanish into the air. However, who it was and what the purpose behind all of this was is still unknown. Haunting apparition. Well, we've all played hide and seek in our childhoods, but this ghostly figure took the game to another level. Look at it forcing the homeowner to hide in his own home. The creature appeared human-like with shaggy hair, as if warning the guy, "Dare you enter this house?" But he bought it recently. The boy ran from there and reached his roof to seek someone's help. But here it was again. The evil spirit stood in front of him, blocking his way downstairs. This is where the video stops, and what the fellow faced next remains a shivering thought. Horned beast.
Eltor! Eltor! Certi!
A group of friends were out for an adventure when they stumbled upon a brute beyond their wildest imaginations. Out of the darkness appeared a strange figure hidden in shadows. With tiny steps, they got closer and closer until they saw a creature that's just like something from a scary dream.
Certi! Atakuhin!
It's got horns sticking out, and its eyes are glowing all weird. The boys decided to play it safe and leave that place as soon as possible. What could the thing possibly be? The infamous goat man? A horned beast? Or another worldly apparition? Unknown roommate. This video is of a woman who constantly claimed to feel an uncanny presence in her house. Her doubts were converted into a reality when strange noises were heard. Ready with her camera, she found someone sneaking from behind the wall. Was it safe for her to go nearer? She was still thinking when boom! Direct into the camera caught this haunted creation. The video suddenly ends here, leaving the viewers clueless about what went next. Skeptics doubted the video's authenticity, but if this happened for real, I do pray for the lady's safety. Communicating spirit.
Who are you?
Moments like these are scary enough to let you know why you should never keep your windows open at night. This guy was looking at his backyard when suddenly there appeared a ghostly figure. It had girlish hair and pale skin, but just wait till you see its hands. They were eerily long and skinny with pointing nails. And worst of all, the creature started speaking.
Huh?
Please help me.
It asked him to allow it to come inside.
Let me inside.
Upon which the boy pulled down the curtain and rushed in. Neighbors said that the boy was quite mischievous and had simply messed with the wrong opponent this time. Sinister Crawler.
Meu Deus, cara! Alan! Meu Deus, Alan!
What on earth was this man doing alone in such a place? As he stepped into the abandoned building, the man felt as if an unusual entity was silently trailing his every move. Armed with only a flashlight and camera, he carefully looked around. And here's the owner! A figure with a bald head, crouched legs, and a hairless body walking weirdly from one place to another. The explorer, scared badly, decided not to disturb the beast anymore and quickly left the site. His friend said that after that spooky event, he would often get scared in his dreams. Eerie Crawler. Almost as tall as a normal human, but hairless and pale, this figure was seen crawling on the fields at night, just like a rake coming out of a fictional movie. See how effortlessly he's walking in such a manner. Was it a zombie cousin or some humanoid ghost who had made his appearance at a security camera, scaring everyone living there? Locals said they would guard their lands from now on, to keep an eye out for such a haunting being lurking around. But a few terrified folks had already called the police to come and look into the matter. Mirror Terror. This incident will make you second-guess every glance in your home mirror. It all started with a scream in the house, leading the woman to check her bathroom.
Okay, I can hear my mom.
Trembling with fear, she looked into the mirror to see her own eyes appearing pitch black, as if devoid of life.
Mom! Oh my gosh! No, look at me, look! What is... Oh, it's okay, it's not there!
But the horror does not end here. Suddenly, a sinister figure came behind, its presence unexplained and truly terrifying. The woman ran to save her life and never looked back. So, the next time you wish to have a look at your reflection in the mirror, remember, you may not be alone. Hopping humanoids. This short yet bizarre clip will leave you shivering in your beds at night. So, in a remote, mysterious place where it's so dark you can barely see, this camera caught something very uncommon. Huge, hairless creatures were bouncing off a wall like they were some kind of giant frogs. Their hidden faces made them even more mysterious. As always, the audience was in to provide us with their opinions, but what they were remained hidden. So what do you guys think? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's reveal this mystery together. Creepy intruder. Is this a human child, an alien, or a totally different organism from a Twilight Zone? A man was said to have found weird holes in his backyard shed and heard spooky voices at night. Tired of the terror, he put on a camera, and what came to view was truly shocking. An alien-like creature was found peeping out of the holes, not once, not twice, but every night. Was he trying to ask for something, or just a mischievous extraterrestrial child who wanted to play out there in the dark? The guy immediately informed the police nearby, and until the investigations shifted to another place. Holy illusion. This video that's been making the rounds on social media is seriously mind-boggling. Watch carefully. The Pope standing in the crowd leans down, reaches toward his face, and you're probably expecting a little nose scratch or an eye rub, right? But what happens instead is beyond belief. He seems to pull his skin away from his face, stretching it way farther than it should go. Was this even real? Some say this isn't the real Pope, whereas others doubt body doubles, and even that he might not be human. And now's the time for you to jump in and let us know what the video was. Culinary Keeper. Now, have a look at what this family's indoor camera recorded. The woman sleeping with her children was disturbed by a strange noise coming from the kitchen. Upon checking it out, she was confused to see the blender on. However, being sleepy, she ignored the uncanny sight. She pressed the off button and left the room. This is when the camera caught this witch-like creature. With long, messy hair and a phantom appearance, this figure came out of the kitchen, signaling utter danger. The mother was extremely frightened. She thought of nothing else, but ran away with her children, never returning. Now, what the creature was, that remains unknown. Veiled Apparition. A young man, while strolling in the late night, saw a mysterious figure dressed in a complete black cloth walking on the slabs of the building. It looked as if it was searching for someone inside that haunted structure. Meanwhile, a villager appeared in the frame, unaware of the veiled ghost. Watching the man passing by, the creepy entity decided to make him aware of its presence by leaping down. Fortunately, the man noticed it and tried to escape for his life. Although he toppled over, the timely decision to run saved him from a bitter end. Lurking Shadow. The video was recorded on a CCTV camera shortly after an earthquake. The school management was surveying their cameras to make sure no one remained down there when they saw this. A creepy, skeleton-like thing was found under a broken-down building. It didn't move, didn't make a peep, just stayed super still. Everyone started saying it was a ghost, especially because weird stuff kept happening in the nearby bathrooms. However, this still did not solve the mystery, and no one knows for sure what lives down there. Anonymous Caller. Knock knock. Who's there? Me. Me who? You would never want to play such an eerie hide-and-seek game ever in your life. A young guy who lived alone in an apartment heard a knocking voice on his main door. And guess who was there? Nobody. But wait, there runs something down the way. He confirmed its presence by laughing out loud. Now, you might be thinking this was all for the night. But nope, that baby ghost was in the mood to play more. He knocked again, and this time hid under the kitchen shelf. But was it there? Well, the guy was shocked and left the building the very next day. Late Night Visitor.
Glass door. Watch.
While going to his bedroom to sleep, this man heard an unusual noise inside his house. Who was out there? On looking around, what he saw was typically strange. Did an alien just invade his house? It looked as if the creature was asking permission for a night's stay. Well, we know it's something good to help the needy, But for a figure that hardly looked like a human, having an oval-shaped head and almond eyes, that was a clear no.
Talking about earlier in this video.
The footage recorded from the house camera went viral in the society, and everyone started fearing such an uninvited guest. Supernatural Spectre. Trending on social media, this video was a must-watch for those who were planning to explore some abandoned building at night. A group of young adventurers was filming at a haunted house when things took an unexpected turn. Their flashlights caught something downright eerie, but this thing, with its long hair and pointy ears, was just standing there clear as day. But here's where it got really freaky. It started moving, and before you knew it, the creature crawled behind the door, and then poof! Vanished into the darkness! Locals said they had also felt an unworldly presence there, but never dared to find what it was. Dark Window Watcher. Think of waking up thirsty at night, and what you see is this creature peeping inside from your kitchen window. The sleepy guy rubbed his eyes to be sure of what he had just seen, but the very next moment, the creature had disappeared into the backyard. Thanks to the camera, which made the presence of a stranger clear, and left everyone pondering what the figure actually was. For some, it was an alien, and for others, a shadow, and yet more, merely a hoax. Unwanted Homie. Where we introverts don't like sharing our stuff with other siblings, this guy was sharing his house with someone really scary. Do you want to know who the unusual one is? See it for yourself. Yes, a not-so-hairy humanoid figure who may scale your home's walls, dangle upside down from the room ceiling, and even go so far as to ring bells to call you out for a moment together.
The heck is that?
The man, along with a little girl, was extremely scared to observe such a creature lurking around, and said to have reported to the local sheriffs for immediate action. Possessed Doll. Annabelle is surely a doll we all remember, but this one here is no less. The video went viral in 2010, featuring a doll named Tara. She was not the typical toy doll, but a human-like figure who would move and speak. No one had been aware of such eerie activity until the camera footage was seen. The owners said they had bought it at an exhibition and had not even thought in their dreams that it would turn out like this. Some said it was possessed, while others ignored the happening, believing it was the result of batteries included inside the lifeless doll. Shadowy Wanderer. The guard, while watching the security camera footage, saw this weird creature. Since it appeared for a very short time, the man was not sure of what it was. It looked as if a creepy skinwalker was on a night stroll, probably trying to keep his presence a secret. Some described it as similar to Dobby from Harry Potter, whereas others said aliens were looking for a house on Earth. Everyone in society was advised to stay inside their homes until the stranger was identified. Do you guys have any idea what this creature was? Musician Ghost. A local band in the 2000s was performing their final gig when the cameraman caught an eerie creature watching everyone around. It looked as if it belonged to an extraterrestrial family wanting to become part of the show. Luckily, it did not harm anyone there and went unnoticed by the people present. However, a few days later, the video became a major topic of debate for all who saw it. Many said it was a ghostly figure who had been attracted by the music and was only there to enjoy the event, while others blamed the management for arranging a show at a possessed location. Swim Alien. Till now, you've been seeing ghostly apparitions lurking in fields or the backyard of a house, but this one here, well, looks like it wants to swim. In the pool area of a house, a skinwalker-like creature appeared from the back wall. Being so swift in his moves, he paused for a minute and sat on the wall, revising the best of his strategy. And do you want to hear what happened next? Locals said that the house owners were found missing the next morning. No one knows what that creature was, where it came from, or what it did to the people who were living in the house. Golem. This CCTV camera placed on a road captured something extremely odd. It was a stubby figure crawling on the footpath. At first, it seemed like it was just passing by, but then he furiously started scratching the poster off the wall. It might look like a human pranking to us. However, when it turned towards the camera, well, it wasn't what we were all expecting. Well, to me, it looked like Gollum from Lord of the Rings, who just decided to take a stroll in our world. But what was the deal with tearing the poster? That's got us still thinking. Chasing alien. We've always been curious to know if aliens exist, and this clip leaves us with more questions than answers. A group of tourists captured footage of an otherworldly creature seated with its head bowed in a stadium. However, when it noticed it was being recorded, the figure began chasing the group. While the video appears convincing, many say there's a high chance of it being altered. So, what's your take? Is it authentic or fake? Mysterious kidnapper. All of the town's CCTV cameras were checked when a girl had gone missing. Nothing was found for many days until this camera revealed the spookiest truth. The girl who was playing football by herself hardly knew what danger was around her. After grabbing the ball back, she mysteriously fell to the ground and fainted. And suddenly, a tall, slender figure with no visible facial features came into view. The guy had another pair of arms, kind of like an octopus, and tried to grab the poor girl. And there, the video suddenly cuts off. What do you think happened next? Could this creepy man be the reason behind the lost girl? Spectral transformation.
Oh, holy shit, alright.
Late at night, a man heard voices coming from the rooftop. Having no idea what was there, he decided to take his camera with him. And what he saw was a pair of glowing eyes peeking at him from above. As soon as that thing spotted him, it ducked down and went out of sight, but certainly not out of mind. He raced to the backside of the house to catch that intruder red-handed. But what he found on the roof was a skeletal structure. Did that intruder turn into a sack of bones? Or was it the remains of the meal it had feasted upon? The incident struck the viewers with awe, as no one could comprehend what had happened.
The
Terrifying stairwalker. I bet this is the most disturbing video up to this point. What this home camera caught was a creepy figure climbing the stairs. What made it more horrifying was its irregular head, which seemed to have been placed right on top of a pair of legs. No torso whatsoever. Some netizens straight up called the video a hoax and said that a person probably tucked their limbs inside the pants to look like a mysterious figure, whereas others thought it might be someone who got possessed. Whatever it is, it surely managed to creep me out. Mysterious figure. This mysterious video shot on a chilling night in Kentucky showed a pale humanoid figure inching strangely. It was blanched and hairless, leaving everyone questioning its identity. Was it something beyond human understanding? As it went viral, a bunch of guesses suggested it might be a skinwalker, a goblin, or another unworldly creeper finding its way back. However, due to the short coverage of the creature, the truth remained hidden.
You see his face clearly.
Wolfman.
He caught on camera a mystery in Texas. What is this strange figure that people are trying to figure out?
Mysterious sightings are not new in the United States, and their number just keeps on increasing. This video has been making rounds on the internet ever since it was posted by a Texas zoo online. An unknown creature with 2 legs and pointy ears was seen moving in a fenced area at night. But wait, it looked as if it even had a tail behind it. The night passed, and the authorities reported no signs of forced entry or any sort of injury to the inhabitants of the zoo. However, people have been calling it the Wolfman, but what it was remains unknown. Sneaky reptiles. Before humans, dinosaurs like T-Rex and Velociraptor roamed on two legs, being all cool and super scary. But to see them in the times of today is what none of us want. Here's this video of two dinosaur-like creatures strolling by a frozen river. They look alike, with pointy heads, humps on their backs, and long tails. It's like living in a real-life dinosaur movie, but way scarier. Some folks say these creatures are not dinosaurs at all, while others suggest the possibility of spying aliens. Whatever the identity, the idea of gigantic reptiles still existing today scares us all. Wraith in the Woods. This video will make you believe why wandering through the woods at night is never a good option. This man was making a video for his YouTube channel when he came across this weird figure standing against a tree in the dark. It was dressed in white with long, messy hair, making it impossible to see its face. And you know what? It looked ready to pounce and catch anyone nearby off guard. Was this an actual ghost, or just some people putting on a horror show? Although the guy was eager to know its reality, he still played safely by not getting any nearer and leaving the place soon. What that creature was remains a mystery. Extraterrestrial traveler. This video from Idaho features a bizarre creature crossing the road that's got everyone talking. Folks said it looked like an alien with its skinny body, long limbs, and tail. But if I were asked, I think it really looks like a giant brown grasshopper. Locals were scared of knowing that such a danger lurked in their surroundings. But the first question was that, what on earth was this life form doing in the middle of a town? Wait, do you know? The region has a bit of a history of such terrifying sightings, around 76 in just 1 year. Maybe aliens are checking out Idaho to see if it's a good spot to hang out. Who knows? Flying spirit. A woman from Glasgow was out on her normal day when she spotted something strange zipping through the sky. Luckily, she was able to get that on camera and showed it to the people. Many said it was a UFO moving through the sky, but a few said it looked more like a whole flying person. And I doubt it's the second case. Nobody knew exactly what it was, and many other eyewitnesses came forward saying they saw similar humanoids flying around. Could this be a flying human, or just a hoax? The mystery is yet to be solved. Invisible mischief. This clip posted on TikTok showed an extremely bizarre incident in a grocery store where a single soda bottle fell off a shelf, spilled, and then miraculously returned to its original position. The event led to a flood of theories, where some said it was divine intervention, while others believed it was merely a glitch in the Matrix. The incident defied all logical explanations and left everyone to think about what exists in dimensions we are unable to see. Exploding ball. You might be shocked to see that eerie events can happen even in places such as basketball courts. This clip shows a very strange incident where a guy approaches a seemingly ordinary-looking basketball, but here's the twist. Just when he got closer to it, he noticed something odd and backed off immediately. And do you know what happened next? That ball explodes into pieces. Thankfully, the player saw that in time and didn't get any serious injury. Was the ball overinflated, or was it just a prank? Whatever the reason, the audience was left horrified. Haunted morgue. As if morgues aren't already spooky, this employee at the hospital somewhere in South America claimed to have captured something creepy during his night shift. Standing near a door, he caught a stretcher moving on its own. And it wasn't just a simple move that might have been caused by the wind. It straight up moved from one side of the hallway to the other. Some viewers brushed it off as merely a hoax, saying it might be moved by magnets or a remote-controlled gurney. However, others were convinced it was undeniable proof that the hospital was haunted, and the movement was caused by some ghostly presence. But do let me know what you think of this clip down in the comments. Vanishing Houstonian. A viral video shows a man stepping out of a house, and then boom! Where did he just disappear to? It seemed as if he'd been transported to outer space. Well, the spookier part is that the man was back on Earth soon, and when asked about the incident, just laughed. People said he might have been warned by aliens not to spill the beans. Maybe he was working as some kind of an official alien spy. Or heck, some even thought he might be an alien himself, just wearing a human suit. How do you feel about such an event? Stalking from bushes.
They're all over the damn place again tonight. Son of a...
After a long day of work, a hunter came home just to find this creepy crawler trying to get on his property. But he handled the situation quite nicely. He knew everything about animals, but even he could not tell what kind of critter was stalking his place. The glowing eyes and strange humanoid body made him and every viewer wonder if the hunter was now being hunted by a skinwalker. Now it's time for today's open discussion. The disturbing video recorded in an abandoned building shows a lonely woman lying on a stretcher with no help. And all of a sudden, something moves inside of her with great strength. Well, what came next was enough to blow away the minds of the viewers. A pair of feet began to emerge from the woman, followed by long, ashen legs. Then a whole grown creature made an appearance on the floor and retreated to the shadows of the room, while the woman lay lifeless. What the heck just went down? This eerie procedure was anything but normal, leaving everyone to try and make sense of what they just saw. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like it and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.